Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Toon Review for tonight's show. We have 3 out of 4 with us, ladies and gentlemen. We are joined, of course, by Stato and the returning Lady C. Oh, not Lady C. Lady Sam. Lady C. We've had a few days off. We're a little bit
You've
rusty.
Been replaced.
Yeah, how are you doing, Sam? How are you doing?
Who's that bitch?
I have no idea who Lady C is, to be honest. I mean, it's the ghost that frequents this studio. What can I say?
Oh, okay, we'll take that. Yeah, Lady Sam is back.
She is. How are you doing?
Oh, so much better, so much better. But go easy on us all. I'm bedding in, so I might be out the loop a little bit, but I'll try my best.
Yeah. And Alex, were we the usual? Hello, fine, yes.
Well, I mean, I'm going to have to say hello to the Magpie Massive and everybody in Viewerland because Billy's not here.
Well,
So
I
hello,
thought
everyone.
Sam might have took that job tonight, given her first job back as a host, since she's been missing. So,
take away from Alex's enthusiastic interpretation of it. Never.
Well, yes. Have you been bitten by the bat, Paul? Says Tom. The bat. That was a long time ago, Tom.
The bat.
The bat's long gone. The bat's long gone. Anyway, obviously Billy isn't with us tonight, guys. Billy is currently in hospital. He suffered a bout of horrendous gastroenteritis at the weekend, and they've took him in just to make sure he gets through that without any issues. Obviously, gastroenteritis is an awful illness, awful bug, and causes a lot of problems. So I think they decided to take Billy into hospital just to make sure that he made a full recovery. I've spoken to him via text message. Alex has spoken to him on the phone this afternoon, and he is in good spirits and will be probably missing for a week or so. But you know what Billy's like. As soon as he gets the opportunity to be back on, he will be. So get well soon, big man, and we will see you very, very, very soon indeed. Right, if you do enjoy tonight's show, as usual, hit that like button for us. And if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. We are less than 40 subscribers now away from 44,000, guys. Less than 40 subscribers. So please do, if you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel. It is completely free, and all that we ask for is that you hit that notification bell so you never miss any uploads or live shows like this one. You can become a member of the Toon Review by hitting the join button just underneath us, and of course, super chats are available, which is the $ underneath the live chat, and that will guarantee your comment to be read out on the show. Right, guys. I mean, listen, it's been a while. It's been a while since we've talked anything Newcastle United. Of course, I have brought a couple of little snippets of news videos out. However, we will start with Eddie Howe has, he's been inducted into the Newcastle United Hall of Fame tonight, and that was alongside John Anderson and Glenn Roeder. Now, from my perspective, okay, Hall of Fame, all right, I think people for Hall of Fame need to have finished their career, right? This is in any sport, by the way. This isn't just football. They do a lot of Hall of Fame in ice hockey and a lot of sports that I follow. But I'm always generally believe that a Hall of Fame inductee should have finished their career because they can achieve a lot more or they can achieve a lot less. I know Eddie's done a lot for us already and totally deserves it, but I don't know. I guess I'm old school and would probably see it as something that happens when you finish your career. I don't know what you guys think, but that's just my general opinion on it.
Alex?
I can't say I've considered that aspect of it before. It doesn't bother me that much. It depends where they're at. Do they do this just annually and just check who they want in? Is that how this works?
Well, I mean, all I'm saying here is that the annual event is hosted by the Newcastle United Foundation, celebrating tonight Eddie Howe's extraordinary contribution to the club since arriving on Tyneside in 2021. Last night saw 2 former players also inducted, which was John Anderson and Glenn Roeder.
I mean,
obviously,
I don't
Glenn's
have
sadly
any
no longer here.
In this instance, I think I don't mind your logic. I think that's fair logic to go by normally. However, I think in this instance, because he won the cup, It's just one.
I mean, it doesn't particularly bother me. It's just I think that the Hall of Fame is,
isn't he?
You know.
Cup. So
yeah.
Does it matter if it's now? I guess it's a nice tip of the cap that it's now, but we'll have to start improving, I guess.
DK35 says, "Lol, he's likely to get sacked in the next 2 weeks when we fall into the bottom 3." Ouch. Sam, what do you reckon?
I'm glad you asked because I am biting my lip over this.
Oh, okay.
I know. Have you missed me being opinionated?
Yes,
Listen,
absolutely.
For me, I'm with you on this one, but I think we need to wait till the career is done and there is no blots on the scorecard, to say the least. I've got PTSD from putting Isak's name on my away shirt. Like this summer has really hurt and has taught us lessons. That man could have been a legend here at that club and spoiled everything for is summer of madness, I'm going to call it. So giving that type of accolade where he's connected to our club in a positive way forever, he is anyway because of what he's achieved. Timing, don't agree with. Award, yes, but a delay, not a denial.
Looney Toon says the grass isn't always greener on the other side, all you anti-Eddie fans. I mean, there is it.
I mean, Paul, you haven't asked Sam yet. She wasn't here for this conversation.
What conversation?
Me, you, and Billy did an Eddie on the
well, we did. But all right.
And
I wasn't going to touch on that, but okay. Seeing as you brought it up, Alex, we will touch on it. We did do a poll, Sam, as a lot of people did, regarding Eddie Howe. We had a yes, no, and on the fence. And I think the no's, like Eddie out, no, were something like 46%. And then obviously a mixture between yes, we want him gone, and on the fence, was sort of half each. Where dare I say do you stand right now?
Well, as we all know, I have been on the out camp. I have been on the fence also. Right now, because I'm little, I'm probably pulling the step ladder up to the fence. I know we're going to get into this tonight, but I think we are absolutely seeing some of those lessons learned that we desperately wanted not coming to fruition. Like for me, how predictable our tactics are. It's been a dreadful summer for us, and the start to the season. And I know what we're going to look at. We're going to say, right, well, points wise, we're not far off where we were last season between the start and between where we were now. I think we ended on 16 points out of a potential 32, 36 at the same time.
Yeah.
But come on, just give me some bold decision making. Drop the favoritism. Like, where's the evolution of how? Where am I seeing anything different? Like, please challenge away. But well, I want to see evolution.
That is something we will clearly get into tonight. We have K17, who's been a member for 14 months. Love what you guys do for all of us, and keep up the great work, and also get well soon, Billy, and wishing you a speedy recovery. And welcome back, Lady Sam. So thank you very much for that. Billy F says, I see, well, I was going to discuss this because I think it's ludicrous. ESPN did a list of transfer window flops from the summer, and Voltemada was third.
Based on
it's just rage bait because they're old and they don't understand what it
I
means.
have no idea where they got it from. It is absolutely comical. Johan Wissa was number 2 on the list, I think. Now, he isn't a flop. You can't call him a flop because he's been injured. That is disrespectful completely. He hasn't kicked a ball this season for Newcastle United, so he is not a flop, you bellends. And as for putting Voltemada at number 3, my holy
how is
shit.
Alanga not on the list?
He's not. He's not on the list.
I like Alanga. I do think he needs time, but
yes,
if we're doing this list right now, he's probably got to be on it.
Well, I mean, the fact that, third, Voltemada, out of all of the signings, out of, Wirtz, who has been a failure, etc., etc. And I don't know what planet. I mean, obviously the rage baiting, and it's worked because I've seen a few other Newcastle United fans extremely raged by it, and rightly so, because we're sticking up for our players. You know, that's Wirtz wasn't even on the list, Ollie. Yes, that's right. It is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, how is he third on the list? Somebody explain it, because I haven't got a fucking Scooby-Doo. And yes, I have taken the rage bait and gone with it. You know what I'm like? I stick up for the players in the club.
You.
No, because I'm sticking up for me players. Simple.
Mate, you'd chomp on a fishing hook in your sleep, you would, if one entered the room.
Well, Alex, that's incredibly disrespectful, to be fair. But you know what? It's called sticking up for my team.
It's fair. Was there not like some synopsis or some context on we have based this on X, Y, and Z? Jeez.
Oh, it's rage bait.
Well, they're basing it on nothing, to be fair.
It's not a professional article. It's literally just rage bait. That's what they do nowadays.
The problem is it's a professional outlet, though. That's disgraceful.
That's why they've got no respect anymore.
It is absolute dog shit is what it is. And that's the only safe way of putting it. It is dog shit. Let me just have a look and see who's on that list. Isak, Wissa, Voltemade, Xavi Simons, Gittins, Madueke, Diblin. I can't see the other two because they're behind Adam's face because I'm just looking at his video. So it's ludicrous is what it is.
Xavi
It's
Simons
bullshit.
has done absolutely nothing. He's been really poor.
I really don't know how a guy like Voltemade can score many goals like that when he's not even getting any service. By the way, this is what we are going into tonight.
In the last few days,
yeah. It's mental. It is absolutely mental. Ian Fleming, member for 39 months. Did you receive my address, Paul? Yes, I did, Ian. All the prizes are ready to go. I will get them sorted out this week, definitely. Clone Lad says, think Big Nick has most goals as a striker this season outside Haaland that plays in the league. Well, I mean, Haaland's a different kettle of fish, but listen, this boils down to the whole crux of, what we're going to be talking about tonight is about the way that Eddie plays, the way his system is set up. We've seen over this international break, this is basically down to Eddie, right? How he plays and whether Voltemade gets service or not. Because we've seen the Germans and we've seen where Voltemade has played for Germany, getting little passes through in the box and scoring goals. We don't play to his strengths. And that is clear as daylight to me at the moment, is that we just don't play to our strikers' strengths, and he is having to, and I think, this is quoting Alex from a couple of weeks ago, I think, he's having to pull out absolute miracles to score goals, Sam.
Yeah, and doesn't it show what his quality actually is to be performing, how he is with the service that he's been receiving? I think if Eddie can make some bold decisions and some changes tactically, then my goodness, we could unlock something so special in that guy.
Yep. Michael McIntyre with a super chat. Hi all, good luck to Scotland tonight. Toon. Well, if you're Scottish, obviously, yes.
no, not good luck to Scotland.
I'm not sure what Cushy is. People need to stop watching these channels, if you can, when they put shit out like this, just wanting you to comment on them.
I think he means ESPN.
Oh, the ESPN, yeah. I mean, it's yeah, but it's news, isn't it? It's news, and it despite the fact it annoys you and it's rage baiting, I'll stick up for my club 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if I have to. And people can say, "Oh, don't take the bait," but I do, and I have a go back because I'll support my club and I'll stick up for my club and the players that play for it, unless they're doing shit. But you know what? I mean, Alex, I take it you've seen Voltemade's goals over the break.
I have.
We've never put him in a position like that since he's been at the club. We've never seen moves like that.
I mean, we have to a degree, but the problem is by the time we've got the ball to feet in the box, there's 8, 9, 10 opposition shirts in the box, and he's got to try and, again, it's what we've just said, do some kind of miracle because he's got 6 to 8 feet around him. What's he supposed to do? It's not easy, and he still does fairly well, and it normally results in nothing. You need to have worked the opportunity sufficiently, And I think we play it in a slightly different way. We're very much playing. He drops deep, and the wingers are meant to just go and be absolute chaos, and they're not performing to the level we desired. It was supposed to be Anthony Gordon and Anthony Alanga were meant to be absolute flying wingers. Think, for example, a really good way of looking at this is exactly what everybody wanted England to do in the last major tournament that they did not do, which was instead of playing loads of number 10s and Kane dropping deep, they were all standing each other's way. We wanted flying wingers. We wanted Gordon or Jared Bowen and Saka to run beyond and just cause havoc and let Kane be the, pull all the strings. So we were hoping that was going to happen with our team, and we've just got severely underperforming wingers, among other systemic failures as well, with fullbacks being injured and build up being Dan Burn at left back. Pope can't do build up. It's other things, but the wingers specifically have really hurt us. In Gordon having a massive drop off, Alanga not doing what we would hope he was going to do, and to be fair to Jacob Murphy, he's done fine output wise. He's not meant to be the first choice as a winger, is he? We bought players in to try and be ahead of him, and Murphy still ends up being the guy on the right because he gets goals and assists.
Yeah.
So it's and Barnes again, he's okay, but he's not got the flat out speed to kind of play in the way I've just described, and it's not worked at all. We've seen that the headers that he scores for Germany, he scores those for us. He can do that, but it's more of the intricate stuff that we just can't seem to get out of Voltemada. I don't think we're trying to play that way. I've got some graphics to look at in a bit anyway to show you.
Claire says our wingers have killed our season so far. Last season, Barnes came in and helped rescue, but even he is poor. Are we getting enough from midfield though, Sam, as well? Because we see in the Germans, as they push forward, putting balls through to Voltemada, we're not really getting that from the midfield, if we're openly honest at the minute.
Well, listen, I think for me, fan perspective, I'm no expert here, but Joe Linton, he's starting to get on a bit, and I think we're starting to see the hands of time a little bit now. And I would love to see Ramsey getting more game time, but I think for me personally, what will really make a shift for us and really kick us up a gear is having Tino and Hall back. I think their ability to progress the ball, it just made such a huge difference for us. I mean, Tino, the combinations that he could make with Barnes, doing the overpass that he was overlap rather, and it was brilliant to watch. We just had a little bit more impetus going forward, I think, with them in our defensive lineup. I do think, Joe Linton's form's been a huge part, but I don't think Bruno hasn't had, fantastic games every single time as well. So I think we've got several issues, and I understand that we've got a lot of fixtures going on, but it just seems like we're conserving every game. The intensity being our identity is out of the window. And is it because we're trying to conserve a little bit? I would rather see us conserve with some better in-game decision making, taking players off a little bit earlier if we're, in a position to.
Or do we need to change formation? Which, Germany played a 4-2-3-1. I mean, Alex is shaking your head, but something has to give. Barbara, a member for 45 months, says, hi, Paul, Sam, Alex, and a big get well soon to Billy. I had to go into a ballot to get the tickets to enter Shearer's Bar on Derby Day. What is happening? Oh, my goodness. DK,
across the Tyne Bridge.
Yeah. Should not just be all about pace and strength. You're shaking your head there at a formation change, Alex. Why?
We haven't recruited the players to do that. We don't have a little magician technical player that can play in and around the striker, and I don't think we've got the quality to drop a body in midfield. We can't. I don't think we can play that way.
Well, what if Wiss is fit? When Wiss is fit, would you not play Voltemada in the 10?
Voltemada is the only player that could do that.
Yeah.
He can knit. Is the best verb to describe him. He can knit everything together, and he's more than good enough to do that. But then you put in all your eggs in one basket.
Mm-hmm.
How do we then how do we then play?
But it's something
we
different,
can't
Alex,
play
isn't it?
Baltimore then?
It's something different to what we've been accustomed to. And a lot of, in fairness, we've all been saying that maybe,
It's
the
not a sustainable
4-3-3
formation,
has
though,
been
away.
thawed out. Yeah, but we've been thought out really with the 4-3-3. It's not working, is it? It just isn't working right now.
Right, this backtrack there. So it's not working. It's not working because of a couple of underperforming individuals and missing personnel. I think if Gordon and Alanga were 10% better and Tino and Lewis Hall were fit, we would be in a much better position. Obviously, I know these are ifs and buts, but it's not just that the formation doesn't work. It does work. There's a lot of things that have gone wrong, but I don't think playing a 4-2-3-1 and just putting Voldemar in the 10 fixes anything, because it might look great in moments, but as soon as you have to make a substitution or a change, we then cannot do that anymore. As soon as you move a couple of pieces of the puzzle, you just can't do it. We don't have the depth of squad to go and play that system. If Voldemar is suddenly unavailable for like 3 months, what do we do then? We can't do it anymore.
Yes, but as well, Sam, many people are pointing out that, I mean, Alex mentioned it there, we can't afford
to AFCON as well.
Yeah, we take somebody out of midfield. But I've heard Liam Kennedy, for instance, from the Geordie Journal say that, if Eddie went to 5 at the back and played a wing-back system, he wouldn't mind Joe Linton coming out the side because Joe Linton hasn't performed this season. Would we miss Joe Linton because he's been a passenger for most of the season?
No. Yeah, that's just how I feel. He's been our juggernaut, our freight train, and we haven't seen those levels. It's not just him. Like we haven't seen them from Gordon. Like Barnes has like slipped off a little bit as well. We've had to deal with a lot of changes, but I think we've had time to probably create more partnerships and combinations, and settle these players a little bit more. I think there's some confidence issues. This is a mentality thing now for me. I think we should have done better with what we have. Games that were arguably winnable. Against teams who are in worse form. We should have been winning those. So that comes down to me for confidence issues, and that for me is dressing room. That's how.
Baz Down Under says Bruno's been not much better than J7. I totally disagree with that. Bruno's had some dodgy games, but he hasn't been as bad. He's had a few where he's been influential in as well. But again, it's what people are watching on the pitch, and Baz has obviously got his opinion. Eric says we need more of an attacking midfielder that can turn and drive forward when he gets the ball. All of our attacks run through the flanks. Emma says I want to know if Eddie is going to drop Botman when Hall and Tino is fully fit, and will he keep Burn on? Well, there's the big question. I mean, it's a huge question, that, isn't it? He's kind of got to get out of jail card free this weekend, obviously, with the suspension. So, he's sort of got away with having to make that big decision. I personally think the biggest decision this weekend for Eddie is who he plays in goal. That for me is the biggest one of them all this weekend. Well, absolutely. I'm 100% behind you, Alex, but there's just something in the back of my mind or something sitting on my shoulder, tapping me ear going,
yeah, he will play Nick
Paul,
Pope.
Nick Pope, because he made a point of saying in that about his concussion, didn't he? That, it's only a 12-day protocol, so he'd be available. So I don't see how he plays Pope. I think it'll be an absolute crazy move to play Nick Pope. Given how he's done, I'd love to see Ramsdale in and give him a run of games. And then if he doesn't work either, then we shit the bed and we need a new goalkeeper. It's as simple as that. But I just think Ramsdale is an all-round better footballer. And in this day and age, goalkeepers need to be footballers. They're not just goalkeepers now. They are footballers because they are the sort of 11th player that has to play out from the back. They are footballing goalkeepers now.
We went on a 9-win streak when Dubravka came in and started playing with his feet.
Well, exactly. I mean, shock horror.
Well, that's the only factor, but it's curious.
I mean, Sam, are you in our camp? I mean, is it time to bring Ramsdale in now? Because I'm seeing a lot of comments coming in saying, come on, don't be silly. You know he's going to play Nick Pope. Has he got the balls? Because that's what it comes down to, Sam. It's whether he's got the testiculars to actually make the decision.
I really didn't appreciate this. I got like an Eddie
Well,
Howe
I'm just going off sort of, I'm going off personal experience holding mine. But, what I'm saying is, is it time now that he really does make a point and say, right, I've got the balls to do it. I'm going to do it.
Do you know what? This match is going to tell me everything I need to know about Eddie Howe and his favoritism and if he can get past it or not. I would be astounded if he has the guts to leave Pope in. It limits us so much. We see, I can only speak for myself, but I believe our defense are less confident with Pope in goal. We saw it with Dubs. We were actually able to play a little bit further forward, progress the ball a little bit more, in my opinion, when we had Dubs in back in the day. Now, for me, Ramsdale's fresh, new. He has something to prove, and he's better with his feet. There's no argument over that. I just think the guy deserves a chance. I think we've seen enough of Pope. Give him a rest. What is it going to take to put that guy on the bench? But this is a Eddie Howe favoritism issue thing. Burns in that camp as well. Joe Linton's in that camp. I want to see those changes. I want to see Ramsey in getting creative in the midfield, not just relying on the go-tos of seasons before where we've had success.
Gordon makes it go, but Pope is taller. Well, he likes tall men, does Eddie?
Wow.
But listen, I mean, Sam made a good point there, Alex, about, I can't remember what you said now.
I'm glad I add value. Jeez.
No, you did add value, Sam, because I thought to myself, oh, that's a very good point. And
was it about defensive confidence?
Yes.
Right.
That the games that we've seen, sorry, I'm blaming him a disability on that. I do forget things. But listen, Nick, the games that we've seen Aaron Ramsdale, right? He has, the defense has looked calmer. He has the way he plays it out, the way he commands his box. He seems to create that air of contentment in the back four, shall we say?
Was that for me?
Well, yes, Alex. When I say Alex, it means you.
I didn't hear that.
Goodness me. I think you need to go for a hearing test, buddy. I'm a bit concerned about your hearing of late.
Oh, it's fine. It's all good. Yeah. Ramsdale categorically has to play.
What's going on now? Jeez, this show.
Lily's just brought my water bottle in, and I'm not even going to describe how she's done it.
You look pretty.
Right, you look like you should have hairy legs and hairy arms. Get out. Get that off your face before anybody sees you.
I mean, before the lips strike in resemblance to you. Like if you put lippy on all over, it's that big eyebrow going on.
Anyway, Ramsdale.
I haven't got a bloody caterpillar, you cheeky twat.
Did I say that? Is there any need?
Yeah.
Sorry,
by the way, Alex, Yvonne says you've got selective hearing.
I have indeed.
Yeah. Peter Garthwaite with a super chat saying, apart from Dan Byrne, nothing will change. Peter, the voice of continuing optimism on the Toon review. Chipper says, is there any need for this leadership group as well? Surely they should all be leaders on that pitch. Are Eddie's favourites in that group? Gaza says the same as Byrne, Eddie will want Pope at the World Cup. Pope will play as long as he's fit, as will Byrne. Eric says Pope, J7 and Byrne should not be starters anymore. Time to evolve the team forward and play more technically gifted players. We need to move forward. And Graham Ritchie says teams have been targeting Trips and Byrne, forcing them to pass back to Pope, knowing he will screw up at some point.
Well, that leads me nicely onto some graphics if you'd like to see some.
Fantastic.
Ooh.
That's far too much excitement for graphics, Sam, dear me. I mean, she can
a
tell she's been away a while.
I can show you exactly what the problem is in regards to that. So I've got some average positions for Germany and some average positions for our last couple of performances, I guess we call them.
Did we
whatever
have
they
any
were.
average positions?
We did.
Because we were
so
all over the
this is-
fucking
this
place
is
against
Germany.
Brentford.
This is Germany going forward against this is Slovenia. Who did they play? Slovenia, something like that. Oh no, it was Slovakia, wasn't it?
Slovakia.
Anyway,
No.
we don't care. We just care about Germany's
Serbia.
average positions. So here is number
Was it-
11
no, it
is
wasn't
Voltemada.
Serbia. Yep.
We're gonna have to check now. It was.
It
Slovakia.
wasn't Serbia,
There we go.
mate. I'm just talking nonsense again. Don't pay any attention to me.
So number 11 is Nick Voltemada there. He is supported by, I believe, 17 is Florian Wirtz. The 22 is Raum. That's the fullback. And he's got a midfielder next to him as well. And out on the right-hand side, I believe that is Sané and Serge Gnabry as well. So two sort of speedy meisters out on the right-hand side. And Voltemada has been wrapped up by a fullback and his midfielders to go and link up play and then go and join in all the good fun. Against Luxembourg, it is kind of similar. Apologies, it's upside down. They're attacking the opposite way in this one. This is the other game. Voltemada, again, number 11, is quite high up. He's got Wirtz. He's got a little magician next to him to help. I appreciate Wirtz has had a tough season, but he's still an excellent player. So he's got a support player to help him. And then he's, again, Sané and Gnabry on the right-hand side. And you've got a bit of balance. Look at the fullback average positions here, and there's going to be a bit of a contrast when we flip to the average positions versus Brentford. So this is Newcastle United's lineup. Average position wise here, we look a bit lopsided.
Get
Can
away.
anybody tell why?
Well, we're all over to the left-hand side because Dan Burn fucking goes everywhere and forcing everybody to cover his ass.
I know it looks like we've had a stroke. It's very lopsided, and it is purely.
Alex?
It wasn't that bad. So it's a
Alex?
legitimate comment.
Wow.
As a man who went through
Bad
that
company.
in February, right?
Bad company.
Yes. I take exception to that comment because I only went lopsided for literally 30 seconds, if that. Newcastle were lopsided for 90 fucking minutes.
Well, it's not the only game. Anyway, we'll move on. We'll move on from lopsided. But I feel like
Can I
it's
just bring a
justified
point
for
up,
how
Alex?
lopsided it is.
Can I just bring a point up that Gavin makes? He says,
Yeah.
is Eddie Howe confused? Gordon, Wisser and Alanga are counter-attacking players, but Eddie said he is a possession-based team playing out from the back, but we have a keeper that can't kick and no number 10 striker doesn't fit.
Yes, we can't kick it long because he can't accurately kick it long. We can't build up. We're struggling to progress the ball anyway.
And by the way, Alex,
and there is
you're getting some pelters in the chat for that comment, by the way, and rightly so.
It's fine. Grow up. Don't worry about it. There's been about 37 different worse comments said on this show before that, so I'm allowed one.
I can't argue with that, to be fair.
Yeah.
So you've got the wingers kind of on their own, average position wise, not much support. You've got Trippier to a degree supporting Murphy. Whereas Gnabry and Sané were kind of supporting each other on one side. And it's all a bit... I know average positions doesn't show you everything, but it gives you a little insight. And if we have a look at the average positions versus West Ham, it does show a bit of a similar picture. I believe that is Barnes' highest position. Is Barnes 11? Barnes is 11, isn't he?
Yeah, but what it all boils down to, Alex, is the left back. It's clear as day what is going on.
The super chat that led me on to this was talking about Joe Linton. We've had a discussion that J7's not at it at the moment. I mean, look at what J7 is having to do in this graphic. And then if we go and have a look at the Brentford one, he's joined at the hip to Dan Burn in both. Joined at the hip, literally. And it's so dysfunctional that we've got so many different aspects of the team that are being affected by one player playing football. Matt Targett would have been better, in my opinion, purely because of just balance. And again, Eddie Howe is reluctant to bring Dan Burn off because of a height issue in defending set pieces.
But I think we know it looks
mismatches.
different with Hall in the side, Alex, doesn't it? It looks very different to that our average positions would, because Hall doesn't need babysitting.
We conceded from the set pieces he was worried about, not because Dan Burn was on or off the pitch, but because Nick Pope flapped and punched when he shouldn't have done it. So I think we just need to bite the bullet, and this has got to stop after the international break. Dan Burn is suspended. Lewis Hall will play. And that is why I do think that Nick Pope will carry on playing, because Lewis Hall at least can contribute to build up. So he doesn't need to make two decisions at once.
Sweet
He's
Jesus,
just go
please
with Lewis
make
Hall.
any change it, man, please.
We will look better. We will look better. And the problem is this is
Well,
gonna
Lewis
mask
Hall would make
everything.
any team look better, wouldn't he?
Do you know what I'm worried about? What I'm worried about is we're going to beat Man City and it's going to paper over the cracks because we're going to look a little bit better because Lewis Hall's in the side, and it's going to make Nick Pope's going to make a load of good saves because it's Man City, and everybody's going to be like, oh, Nick Pope's really good. I don't know what you're all whinging about. You're all negative. And it is literally just papering over the cracks. And it's
that's happened
before,
a lot.
And
That's happened
happen
all
again.
season, Alex. Hasn't it,
will
Sam?
happen
It's happened
again.
all season.
Yeah.
Where we've gone into a game and suddenly it's papered over cracks. And even, to be fair, the players themselves have mentioned that Dan Burn said in the press conference before the game against Bilbao that things, he doesn't understand, because it's papering over cracks. Yes, it's going to be a fantastic atmosphere. Yes, we'll be up for it against Bilbao, but it's then going to Brentford and doing the same, which we didn't. So even the players are aware of this.
Just to put a pin over this, Dan Burn is a good defender as a centre half.
Yeah,
he's adequate.
Absolutely.
He's fine as a backup and even as a starter sometimes for the level we're at, albeit it's reaching, but not a left back. Absolutely not.
I agree.
Left back.
100%.
It breaks our entire team.
I mean,
and we haven't even talked about Tino yet, because I'm not willing to throw Kieran Trippier under the bus. I don't think it's fair. He's 35 and he's playing nearly 3 games a week. Leave the man alone. Like, what's he supposed to do?
I think
he's trying his best.
Well, the international break will have done Kieran the world a good, wouldn't it? Because he's had a good rest.
Massively.
So, and also, Tino's continued his road to recovery. It'd be interesting to hear Eddie on Friday morning as to where he's at. Gaza's gifted a membership. Thank you very much, Gaza. And Just Matt has been a member now for 18 months on the channel. Thank you very much. Jaden says, we're not beating Manchester City with Doku and Haaland in that team. Doku's on fire at the minute.
Haaland in that form.
Well, Haaland just seems to turn up and score now. But one thing I will say is it happened in the Italy game as well. If you touch his hair, he does not like it.
Him.
No. I'm not saying pull his hair.
It wasn't that, Paul. It wasn't that. The manager touched his arse and it fired him up to go and score. That was literally what he said in the interview.
Yeah, but there was also an incident in the 6-yard box. Yeah, I know. But if you watch, there was an incident in the 6-yard box. One of the Italian players, I don't think even deliberately did it, but he was just raising his hand and he just flicked the hair of Haaland, and Haaland pushed him away and went crazy. Just wind him up, call him Timothy, call him everything you can and get him wound up till he gets sent off. Do everything you can.
Don't call him anything because he scores. If you wind him up, he plays better. Don't say anything to him.
Maybe he's like Samson and he's like protective of it. Maybe that's where his power comes from.
Who's Samson?
The guy with the hair, like you cut his hair and he lost all of his strength, but then it grew back at the end and like he pulled down the Colosseum. Like, yeah.
Well, Paul didn't go to Sunday school.
I'm a Catholic. Should I know that?
Yes.
I'm an atheist and I know that.
Let's move on. James Griffiths says, so if Pep gives his arse a slap, then we know we're fooked. Well, clearly, obviously, that is the... All right, guys, I didn't know. Samson and Delilah. If she'd said that, then I would have understood. But she just said Samson, and I thought you meant some fucking...
No, you're right. It's my fault.
I thought you meant some hairdresser, Sam.
I got hammered for my comment. I love the disparity here.
Well, I thought you meant the hairdresser. Right? I didn't realise you were talking religious. If you'd said Samson and Delilah, I would have, of course, understood. So eat shit, viewers. I can't believe I'm getting more hammer for that than you are for mentioning a stroke victim. It's unbelievable. People just jump on the train as soon as they get an opportunity. Oh, Paul said something wrong there. I'll hammer him for it. Jesus. I thought you were talking about Vidal Sassoon or something, Sam, to be fair. But anyway, let's move on.
You are so tightly wound. You need to chill out.
I'm not tightly wound at all. I'm in a very relaxed mood tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, I just can't believe that I am jumped on more than Alex, who mentioned the stroke victim, considering there's one on the screen right now. But it didn't matter to him, did it? Because he's a twat, but he gets away with it again. It's unbelievable. Every show, I get called up on it because I'm just a big bad bastard sitting in the top corner presenting the show. Fucking hell. Yvonne Kingswell, thank you for gifting a membership. that is very kind. Listen, I'm just getting ready for Saturday because I'm bound to lose my temper with something on Saturday when I'm commentating. So it's going to be incredible.
He's had nothing to vent at with the international break, so he's going to get it all out.
Yeah. Just mind you, it felt good to rant after the Brentford game, though. I tell you what, I've missed that. I've missed it. It brought back memories. That, it did. I have to say, and I think for a lot of people were able to rant that they haven't been able to rant about for a long time, which was quite nice. Mats has been a member for 29 months. # Team Paul. There you go. I do have some support in there somewhere. Just unbelievable. Anyway, 2 players left international duty early, and they were Elanga and, of course, Sandro Tonali. Now, the Elanga one was put down to personal reasons, and we still don't really know what happened there. He has had disciplinary problems with Sweden in the past, but who knows what that is.
That wasn't disciplinary. That was he wandered down the tunnel and went, I am playing this effing formation and this crap anymore.
Yeah.
And then they sat the manager anyway. So
but technically,
he didn't get disciplined for that.
That is a bit of a disciplinary problem when
he was bang on, and then the manager got
well, he was, but there is a time and a place.
He's a professional, though, Alex.
Yeah. I don't think he should be doing it in the tunnel where there's journalists and reporters and TV cameras and stuff like that. Save it for the dressing room.
It was bad.
Yes, it was bad.
Generation, and the manager was so incredibly bad.
I wouldn't like our players going at Eddie like that.
There are people that think it was actually a sabotage job.
And what if he did it at a Toon game? How would you feel then?
Well, we're not in the same circumstances.
Yeah, but what if he? Sam's got a point. What if he was absolutely shite on the pitch, Alex, and then he blamed Eddie Howe for it?
If Eddie plays Dan Burn as a left back for the next 18 months, then I would be quite happy for Elanga to strop about that. I'll get well behind him.
Magpie 50 says, Paul, it's rumoured his wife is pregnant. Pregnant or having the baby? I mean, if she's having the baby, then yes, I understand. Get home 100%, but I've never seen that, to be honest, so I don't know. Sandro Tonali's was an interesting one, though, because Gattuso came out and stated that, obviously, Norway, they had to beat Norway by 9 goals or something, which was never going to happen, so it was a playoff for Italy. Now,
way they were playing.
Yeah, what Gattuso said was that he didn't want Tonali playing because there was a chance he'd pick up a yellow card and miss the first leg of the playoffs. Now, for me, perfectly reasonable decision. Right. But then you look at some other reports saying, trying to spice it up, saying, he's got another injury and he's had to pull out the squad. But Gattuso said, from his own mouth, by the way, that he was taking him out of the side because of the yellow card. So why is there some reports out there claiming he's injured? It's pathetic.
Do we know where the reports came from?
No. I did a show the other day, a video the other day where I clearly said I read Gattuso's comment out and that I am baffled by all the other headlines saying that he's had to pull out the squad through injury, which was never the case because he's done the right thing, Sam. Gattuso's done the right thing. He was at risk of losing one of Italy's best players for the first leg of a World Cup playoff game. He's not going to take the chance. And
there's nothing to gain for him, lying or to say that he's, not injured when he is. There's nothing for him to gain by saying that. Nah, it's bullshit.
Well, Daniel says there, Fotmob said Tonali had physical discomfort.
I'll check that.
I mean, everybody goes through physical discomfort, every day. I could sit on my left testicle by accident and be in physical discomfort, but it doesn't matter. It's what the manager said is more important to me. And the manager said Tonali was out of the side because he didn't want him picking a yellow card up.
That's fair.
It's really annoying. It's
FotMob
really annoying.
currently have him down. I mean, if you want to put this on screen, this is what FotMob think. They think lack of fitness, expected return, doubtful, 15th of November, whatever that means. Somebody's written that into a website. After
No, he's missed the game on the 15th of November, but his expected return. I mean, what is an expected
says
return?
lack of fitness.
Who does the fucking writing for this website?
No idea.
Expected return surely is a date, not the word doubtful. Doubtful for what?
Also, lack of fitness is not the reason the manager gave. So,
honestly, does it not do your head in, man? Seriously, these people are paid a lot of money, get to go to a lot of football games to print bullshit.
It's probably AI, man. Stop worrying about it.
Don't get me going on that. Bloody hell. Peter
mine's out
Garthwaite
loud.
said, would you take the hit and sell Alanga in January? No. He's got to be given a bit... Mats says Alanga, question mark. Look, one player that is rumoured to be possibly leaving the club in January, Sam, is Fabian Schär. Linking him to the Bundesliga again. Now, he did an interview a few weeks ago saying that he wanted to retire in Newcastle. So where is this coming from? That there's several Bundesliga sides interested in Fabian.
I think Fabian can still do a job, and we need depth, we need rotation. I think this season's been very, very clear on that. And I think if Eddie wants to stay wedded to his formation, then it's depth that we require so we can do it and cope with the fixture congestion. I certainly want to see him end his career here at Newcastle, and then I think he's a director at one of his boyhood clubs, and I believe I read an article a couple of years ago, and he was interviewed to say that that's what he wanted to do after football. I want him to end it here.
I mean, look, I've seen a few comments. I did make the point in my video as well that, Schär did say that while he was currently in the team. So, whether things change a little bit once he's not in the team, then we'll see. But I think Schär leaving in January might be a state for female Newcastle United fans of when take that split up. The mourning from the female side of Newcastle United supporters if Schär is sold in January.
He's not going to get sold.
I don't think he will either. I mean, we can't.
No.
We have Jamal Lascelles and Emil Kraft still at the club. You can't get rid of Fabian Schär before those two. That is negligence.
It might be. He may be unhappy with game time, but I think we've got enough fixtures to get him the minutes that he's looking for.
I mean, dear God.
And maybe leave his wife.
Retire here and leave his wife. Wow. By the way, Venamega says Romano said Tonali was injured.
Oh, it's definitely not true then.
Yeah, I don't believe a word of that.
I think we can all breathe a big sigh of relief.
Does everybody, sorry, just one for the ladies here. Does everybody remember when our Schär got Idy's little tash? His tickler.
It was disgraceful.
It
it wasn't great, was it? I mean, let's be honest.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, a lot of ladies did go.
I'm getting giddy. Sorry.
I mean, dear God, honestly. I thought it looked awful, to be honest. I didn't think he suited a tash, but then again, I am not a fashion guru. By the way, Scotland have scored in their crucial game against Denmark. They win that. They go to the World Cup. Was that a little boo from you there, Alex?
Oh, they boo us. We can boo them.
Upsetting our Scottish viewers again. Clarky says hi, Tickler, and Sam enjoyed it. Valid. Yes. Yeah. Sam loves the porn tash, apparently. Wow. Okay.
Not mad at it.
Paul H says, Scher's been brilliant for us. If he wants to go in the summer, good luck to him. Well, yeah, but we're talking about the January window. That's when he's been rumoured to go because his contract is running out in 2026. There's been nothing said about another extension because, of course, the one he's on now was another year's extension. I mean, look, he's been a fantastic servant to the team, but if he's not in the team now at this stage of his career, does he decide that maybe if he's going to get first team football somewhere else at this stage, would he leave?
No. What are you talking about?
Because
he's got rotation.
But it's a good point though. If he can get first team, in fairness,
but if he's going to be in the team every week,
he
Alex,
will play first team. But you can't be in the team every week when we're playing in 4 competitions. It's not relevant. We have far too many fixtures for this to be a concern. We've got to play like 9 times in December. He will play loads of football.
But Alex, you say that, right? You say that, but we haven't exactly seen that rotation in the games we've played so far this season, when we've had 3 games a week.
Well, he got injured. That's not our fault.
Yeah, but I'm not just talking about Fabian. I'm talking about the team in general. He hasn't rotated that much.
Oh, December is different. December is December. Like you.
I don't want to think about December right now. To be fair, I am shitting
you can't put
December.
The same line out. Yeah, we'll be fine. We've got Fulham to play, and hopefully we can get through them in the next round of the Carabao Cup. So we've got, if we don't bottle it, we've got at least another 2 games in the Carabao Cup. You got the FA Cup to start after the new year. And you get 8 games in the Champions League. We've still got loads of games left in the Champions League. And it looks like we hopefully will progress from there, unless we absolutely bottle that as well. There's loads more fixtures. Tons more.
There is.
And he can play on the right. So he's only got Chow in front of him, which Chow can't play every single minute and might have injuries, might have issues. I think it's a non-starter.
Who would you start?
Shocked.
Who would you start between
Malik Chow right now? Right.
Okay. So if you're Fabian and you're sat there thinking I could go somewhere else and be a starting 11 team, doing my 1 match a week, enjoying my training, and not second guessing if I'm going to get picked to start or not. It's going to be down to what
depends on his mentality, though.
The twilight of his career looks like. Yes, it's down to his mentality. It has to be a possibility and come into his thinking.
But playing 50% of the fixtures at the highest level might be what he wants. It could be his preference that he's going to extend his carear. He's going
Somebody
to
confirm that for me.
Top level.
This doesn't happen very often in football. San Marino apparently winning. Where's my foot mob here? Let me. I mean, astounding news. Astounding news.
Alex,
no, I don't want analysis.
They are 1-0 up against Romania. Giacopetti.
Me. And away from home, by the way.
And away, yes, it's in Romania.
Holy San Marino, Batman.
Holy,
that's
San
incredible.
Marino.
Holy San
25% possession, 1 shot on target, and it was a goal.
That's all it takes, Alex.
Get in.
Peter Garthwaite says there's reports Ross Wilson is looking to unload 6 players in January. Trips and Share and J7 are among them. Peter, where have you read that? Just out of curiosity, or what channel did you get that information from? I hope we're planning on
replacing these players
because I don't think January is actually the month to let 6 players go from your squad. I think that would be absolute suicide.
I mean, I've got reservations about the fact we let Matt Target go, which I did not think.
Alex, I think you need to get over that, man. I think you really need to get over that, to be honest.
Yeah, but 3 months into the season, I didn't think
you're starting to mention Matt Target more than you did Maxi, mate, and that's becoming a concern.
It's Dan Burn. I've got trauma.
I know you have, mate. I know you have.
Left back is traumatic.
Yeah, you're okay, Hinny. DMers.
Howie, Peter, I want to know where you heard that information. By the way, Spike's gifted 5 memberships. Thank you very much, Spike. That is extremely kind of you, my man. I want Peter to answer me back. I do. I want to know. By the way, the Toon Review have just gifted 5 Toon Review memberships as well. Astounding. Peter's not getting back to me unless he's. He could have heard it in a dream.
Hallucination.
I had a dream,
maybe.
A song to sing.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Hi.
Jamal Lewis played twice this week despite no league games. Joined Preston North End on Halloween.
Scary.
Joe Wilkinson's now gifted 5 memberships as well. Thank you very much, Joe. Very kind. We've got a bit of a gifting train going on here.
This is nice.
I'm on the love train.
Nice.
Except, yeah. Young said, I also heard that Ross Wilson wants to unload a big J7 this summer. Peter hasn't got back to me yet. Now, I know Peter's probably about 3 years behind, as he normally is when we do the shows. But, you know, CW says, in the Twitch world, we call this a hype train.
Oh, good to know.
Well, I think there's a new button now, by the way. No, I think there is a button now where you can hype the channel. You can press hype.
What does it do? What does it do?
I've got
Everybody
no
look for the
idea.
hype button, quick.
I think it's when the show's finished, Alex. It's like on videos or reruns of things. You can hype the channel. You can press the hype button
and see what it does. Somebody see what it does. Let us know.
It puts it.
Yeah,
I guess
on
the more
Twitch,
hypes.
people gift things or donate, and they do it loads of times in a short period. You get a hype train going, and then people get rewards and things like that, and it's really cool. But YouTube don't do it.
It's definitely not during a live show. But I guess the more people that press the hype button, the more pushes us out into the YouTube algorithm world.
Nice.
You get hype points for the channel. You can hype 3 times a week. Oh, so what if you're hyping 3 times a week? You're a lucky guy.
It's meant to be healthy, though, to do 3 times.
So I've heard that. Yes.
For the immunity.
Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Anyway, YouTube Mobile has a hype button which sends the video link to your muckers.
Might be a share button.
I
don't
know.
know. We need to know. We need to know this. More research required.
Yeah. Stacey says she's hyped a few of our videos. There you go.
Thanks.
Shut up, Clarky. Shut up. Billy says, when is awards night? It is this Thursday. It is this Thursday, folks. We will know if we have finally ended our duck of getting fuck all. So we will just have to wait and see.
Have you got your outfit sorted?
Look, can I just say something, right? Him next to me, he's going in the full tux, right? He's going in the...
I never said that.
Yes, you did. You know
I
full
want to know
well
what
you
Ian's
did.
going in. Ian, if you're in the chat, what are you wearing?
Eh?
Not right now, obviously.
I thought it was black tap.
No, it was black tie. I believe it's just sort of. I mean, listen. Last time we were there, right, Alex? There was people in suits, but there was people in smart casual as well.
90% of people were dressed like they were on the Titanic. Yeah.
Ooh.
I was on that in a previous life, you know.
Like
I
the
keep
ladies
getting
have got,
flashbacks.
gloves
I keep getting
on.
flashbacks.
It was, you know.
What?
Thank you, Mr. Bradley. Father Bradley, thank you for that. I mean, that is such a wonderful comment. For once, he's not blowing smoke up Alex's arse and he's praising me. I do like that, and I do love that man a lot. So thank you, Mr. Bradley, for that delicious comment. Baz Down Under says, wear a TTR hoodie. I mean, I'm not... look.
What are you wearing then? Being cagey for? Just share.
I don't know.
Are you worried? Are you worried that we're going to come looking the same? Is that the concern? Do we need to call each other before the event, like
that?
Mean Girls?
That is so not going to happen.
We got the same
What
dress.
are you going to wear?
I've got nice dress pants and a shirt.
Right. Okay.
But I'm not a tie wearing guy. I mean, I tried that last time we were there, and the tie was off in literally 20 minutes of being there. I
mean, what if you win though? You're going to go on stage with your unbuttoned shirt and your just dressy pants.
Absolutely.
Is that how you want to be immortalized on a nice?
I couldn't give a shit, to be honest, Sam. We've won. That'll give me more satisfaction than people saying, "Oh, he hasn't got a fucking suit on." I couldn't give a toss if we win that trophy. Quite frankly.
What if you
I can't
lose
be-
just in a shirt and a pair of dress pants? Does that
Then I'm
make
on the
it-
way home. Simple as
Right.
that. I'm gone. I just listen. I'm me. I'm not going to make anybody at my age now tell me how to fucking dress. Right? That's a fact. I will dress. I will be smart, and I will enjoy. Simple as that.
Sort him out,
But I'm
Susan.
not. No. No.
Hmm.
I don't need to be babied, Mr. Stato, right? I will dress in the way I feel comfortable dressing, and I will enjoy the evening.
Wonderful.
And then if we don't win, I will wreck the joint.
Yay.
Oh, we're definitely going to win now.
Girls.
Oh, here's Peter back. See what I mean? It was the Chronicle. Oh, well. Well. Hit me in the face with a wet trout. It must be true. It lists Cher, Lascelles and Trippier in January and others in the summer. It doesn't mention Joe Linton.
Oh, that's great for Mr. Ryder. We've had defensive issues, so our
Yeah, let's get rid of...
solution is to sell 3 defenders
let's get rid of three of them. Yeah.
halfway through the season.
You don't do that in January. You just don't. That is... I mean, that's criminal, given the problems we've already had. Just, no, it ain't going to happen. Anyway, that's it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for tuning into the show. We are back tomorrow night. I think we're, well, Alex, you not there because I think you're going to see Billy, aren't you?
I was going to go after the show.
But that's
we're
8
gonna
o'clock
do the
at
show.
night. By the time you got there, it's going to be...
Visit
It
now.
depends when the
isn't it?
visiting hours. I'll check when visiting hours are. So we'll see.
Okay.
Got to give him something to do. He's bored.
Sam, when are you back? Just for the viewers?
It's for you. Don't lie. You just missed me, didn't you?
I did. Can't help it.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh, you're coming on tomorrow?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Well, I'll tell you what. Hey, she's
I mean,
back,
if you
guys.
can wind your neck in a little bit, I might come back.
Oh, fuck off. Wind my neck in. I'll tell you what. Anyway, guys, it's been a pleasure as usual. Thank you so much for your super chats and memberships tonight. It's been great conversation.
Whoa.
We
Whoa. We've been infiltrated by a Scouse Mackham. You can bore off.
Toffee
Definitely no Toffee
TV.
TV in there. Not a chance.
Well, Toffee TV apparently have just started broadcasting out of the new skip by the side of the Dickinson Stadium, apparently. So, well done. Give my regards to Toffee TV. But thank you very much for watching, folks. Please do give it a like. And, of course, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. It is completely free of charge. All we ask for is that you hit that notification bell so you never miss a show or an uploaded video. People asking, where is my Movember? Sam's grown one for me this month.
Are you joking?
Are you joking, like how? But listen, thank you very much. Thanks, Mods. Thanks, Alex. Thanks, Sam. And of course, a big thanks to you guys out there. And we will see you all again tomorrow. Enjoy your night, folks. Good night.
Away the lads and lasses.
Thank God somebody said it.
Come back and check on see breathe.